Let me ask you something. What if I told you that aging is not your fault? What if I told you that your body already knows how to stay young? And what if I told you that most people are aging fast because of one daily mistake? Look at Carmen Dell'Orefice. She is 91 years old, 91, and yet her skin, her energy, her posture, her vitality look closer to 59. Is it genetics? Is it luck? Is it expensive treatments? No. Warning, most people believe aging is inevitable, that wrinkles, weak muscles, brain fog, and fatigue are normal. That belief is dangerous because science now proves something powerful. Aging is biology, and biology can be changed. Your heart, your arteries, your blood, your brain, your cells, they are either repairing or they are decaying. There is no middle ground, and Carmen, she made choices that activated youth from the inside out. Today, I will show you the science behind her longevity, the foods that protect her body, the habits that destroy inflammation, and how you can save your health. Starting today, stay with me. This may change your life. Explanation, simple medical science, 12-15 min. Let's talk science. Real science, simple science, the kind your doctor should explain but often doesn't. Aging begins in the blood. Your blood carries oxygen, nutrients, and energy. It feeds every organ, every nerve, every cell, but here's the problem. As we age, three things happen. One, inflammation rises. Inflammation is like a slow fire inside your body. It damages arteries, brain, nerves, muscles, and guess what fuels inflammation? Sugar, bad fat, processed food. High sugar spikes insulin. High insulin locks fat in your body. Fat produces inflammatory chemicals. This is how aging accelerates. 2, circulation slows down. Poor circulation means less oxygen, less energy, slower cell repair, your skin dulls. Your brain slows, your muscles weaken. Carmen understood something early. Youth flows where blood flows. Healthy arteries equals youthful organs. 3, your cells stop regenerating every second. Your body is replacing old cells. But inflammation and poor diet block that process. Instead of repair, you get damage. Instead of regeneration, you get aging. Now here's the miracle, secret. Your body already has a youth system. It's called stem cell activation. DNA repair food can turn IT on or shut IT down. Carmen chose wisely. Tips, practical daily advice. Let me show you what she does right and what you can do. Tip #1. Anti-inflammation foods daily. Her plate is simple. Leafy greens, spinach, arugula, kale. These improve circulation and protect arteries. Berries, blueberries, strawberries. They protect the brain and fight cell damage. Olive oil, this is medicine. It reduces inflammation in the heart and blood vessels. Tip #2. Healthy fat, not the enemy. Bad fat inflames. Good fat heals. Omega-3s from fish, avocado, nuts. These protect nerves, muscles, and the brain. They lower insulin. They improve energy. Tip #3. Sugar is the fastest aging drug. Sugar damages collagen, arteries, brain cells. Every sugar spike is an aging event. Carmen doesn't avoid joy. She avoids poison. Tip #4. Movement for circulation, not extreme exercise. Daily movement, walking, stretching, posture. Movement pushes blood to brain, muscles, skin. No movement equals stagnation. Stagnation equals aging. Tip #5. Sleep is repair time. During sleep, cells cleanse, brain toxins are removed, hormones reset. No sleep equals no repair. Aging accelerates. Aging is often treated like a fixed destination, but biology does not work that way. Your body is not programmed to decline on a schedule set by your birthday. It responds every day to signals coming from food, movement, sleep, and stress. When those signals are damaging, aging speeds up in very real, measurable ways. When those signals are supportive, the body shifts toward repair and balance. This is not philosophy. It is how cells behave under different conditions. Inflammation, blood sugar spikes, and poor circulation tell the body to break down faster. Calm metabolism, steady energy, and healthy blood flow tell the body to maintain itself. Most people think aging happens to them, but in truth, it happens through them. Your cells are constantly listening to the environment you create inside your body. High sugar keeps insulin elevated, and high insulin blocks cellular repair. Inflammation damages arteries, stiffens tissues, and limits oxygen delivery. Reduced oxygen means less energy for muscles, brain cells, and nerves. Over time, this shows up as fatigue, slower thinking, and visible aging. Change the internal environment and cells change their behavior. This is why aging can slow, even later in life, when conditions improve. The body has built-in systems designed to protect youth and function. Cells know how to clean themselves, fix DNA errors, and replace damaged parts. These systems do not disappear with age, they get suppressed by poor signals. When inflammation drops, repair pathways turn back on. When circulation improves, tissues receive the oxygen they need to function well. When insulin levels stabilize, cells regain flexibility and resilience. None of this requires extreme measures or expensive interventions. It requires removing daily stressors that push the body toward breakdown. Your blood is not just a fluid that keeps you alive. It is the delivery system that connects every part of your body to every other part. Through blood, your heart sends oxygen to your brain, your muscles, and your nerves. It carries nutrients that cells need to produce energy and repair daily damage. It also removes waste that would otherwise poison tissues from the inside. When blood flows well, organs stay responsive and resilient. When blood flow weakens, everything downstream begins to struggle. That decline often shows up long before disease is diagnosed. Healthy blood depends on healthy arteries and smooth circulation. Arteries are living tissues, not rigid pipes. They expand and relax with every heartbeat when they are supported. Inflammation makes them stiff, narrow, and less responsive. This limits oxygen delivery to the brain and muscles. The result can be brain fog, cold hands and feet, and low stamina. Over time, poor circulation stresses the heart and accelerates aging. Supporting blood flow protects function long before symptoms appear. What affects your blood the most is not complicated or mysterious. Excess sugar thickens blood chemistry and disrupts insulin balance. Poor fats damage vessel lining and trigger inflammation. Lack of movement allows blood to pool instead of circulate efficiently. Stress hormones constrict vessels and reduce oxygen delivery. On the other hand, whole foods improve blood quality at a cellular level. Gentle daily movement encourages steady circulation without strain. These small choices shape how well your blood supports your life. Sugar does not announce itself as a threat, which is why it causes so much damage over time. It enters quietly through drinks, snacks, sauces, and foods marketed as normal. Once inside the body, sugar raises blood glucose faster than most systems can handle. The pancreas responds by releasing insulin to push that sugar into cells. This response is helpful in the short term, but harmful when repeated all day. Frequent insulin spikes teach the body to store energy instead of using it. Over time, cells become less responsive to insulin's signal. That is when aging processes quietly accelerate beneath the surface. High insulin affects far more than weight or energy levels. It interferes directly with cellular repair and cleanup processes. Cells that should be fixing damage are instead focused on managing excess fuel. Sugar also reacts with proteins in the blood and tissues in a process called glycation. This damages collagen in the skin and stiffens blood vessels. Arteries lose flexibility, which reduces circulation to the brain and heart. Nerves become more vulnerable to damage and inflammation increases. What looks like normal aging is often the result of years of excess sugar exposure. The brain is especially sensitive to sugar-driven insulin changes. Brain cells rely on steady energy and efficient blood flow to function well. When insulin resistance develops, the brain struggles to use glucose properly. This can show up as slower thinking, memory lapses, and reduced focus. Inflammation triggered by sugar crosses into the brain through the bloodstream. That inflammation interferes with communication between neurons. Over time, this affects mood, motivation, and cognitive resilience. Protecting the brain starts with stabilizing blood sugar at the source. Cutting back on sugar is not about deprivation or discipline. It is about reducing unnecessary stress on systems meant to keep you alive. Whole foods release glucose slowly and require less insulin to manage. Fiber slows absorption and supports healthy blood chemistry. Protein and healthy fats provide steady energy without sharp spikes. When sugar intake drops, insulin levels fall and repair pathways reawaken. Inflammation begins to settle and circulation improves naturally. The body responds quickly when the constant sugar signal is removed. Food is not neutral, even when it looks ordinary on the plate. Every bite sends instructions into your bloodstream within minutes. Those instructions shape hormone levels, inflammation, and energy use. Real food supports balance because it works with the body's design. Processed food forces the body to adapt to unnatural inputs. That constant adaptation drains cellular energy and limits repair. Over time, the difference becomes visible in skin tone, posture, and stamina. What you eat today quietly influences how you will feel years from now. Whole foods tend to arrive with context built in. Fiber slows digestion and keeps blood sugar from rising too fast. Natural fats signal satiety and support nerve and brain function. Micronutrients act as helpers for enzymes that manage repair and detoxification. This creates a steady internal environment that cells can trust. In contrast, ultra-processed foods strip away that context. Sugar, refined starch, and damaged fats hit the bloodstream without breaks. The body responds with inflammation because it interprets chaos as danger. This is why food can either support healing or contribute to decline. When inflammation is low, arteries stay flexible and circulation stays strong. When circulation is strong, oxygen reaches muscles, brain tissue, and organs efficiently. Cells with oxygen and nutrients can repair damage before it accumulates. That repair is what keeps aging slow and function intact. When meals repeatedly trigger spikes and crashes, repair is postponed. Cells stay in survival mode instead of maintenance mode. The body does not fail. It simply follows the signals it is given. Eating well does not require perfection or rigid rules. It requires awareness of how food behaves after you swallow it. Meals built around vegetables, proteins, and healthy fats create stability. They reduce stress on insulin and lower background inflammation. Energy becomes more consistent and hunger cues become clearer. Over time, the body regains metabolic flexibility. This makes it easier to stay active and mentally sharp. The decision is repeated daily, often without drama, but with lasting impact. Daily habits shape health more than occasional efforts ever will. The body responds to what it experiences repeatedly, not what happens once in a while. Small actions done every day quietly influence hormones, circulation, and energy. A short walk, a regular bedtime, or a balanced meal sends a clear signal of safety. That signal allows the body to invest in repair instead of constant defense. When habits are chaotic, the body stays alert and reactive. Stress hormones remain elevated and inflammation becomes the background noise. Over time, that internal tension shows up as fatigue and faster aging. Movement is one of the clearest examples of this effect. Daily motion keeps blood circulating and joints supplied with nutrients. It helps muscles remain responsive and nerves stay well connected. Movement also improves how cells respond to insulin and oxygen. This does not require intense workouts or long sessions. Consistency matters more than intensity. Even gentle activity reminds the body that it is meant to function. Without it, systems slowly downshift and lose efficiency. Sleep works in a similar way but is often overlooked. During sleep, the brain clears waste that builds up during the day. Cells repair damage that cannot be addressed while you are awake. Hormones that control appetite, stress, and growth reset overnight. Irregular sleep interrupts this process and leaves repair unfinished. The body then carries that unfinished work into the next day. Over time, missed repair accumulates and resilience drops. Regular sleep creates a rhythm that the body can rely on. Consistency also affects how the mind and body handle stress. Repeated calm routines teach the nervous system to recover more quickly. Breathing slows, blood pressure stabilizes, and circulation improves. This creates space for healing processes to operate efficiently. When daily life feels unpredictable, the body prepares for threat. That preparation diverts energy away from maintenance and repair. Simple habits repeated over time restore a sense of internal order. That order supports vitality in ways that are subtle but powerful.